How's it? Today is Friday, April 21st. I'm one day out and I am lifting for the first time since Monday. I have been sick for the week. I missed work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I am just happy that I was able to move around today. Um, my voice probably sounds a little bit weird, but believe it or not, this is significantly better than I was feeling on Tuesday and Wednesday and yesterday. So that's a positive. I was debating on kind of pulling out of the meet because being sick and kind of weight cutting is never a good place to be. Being sick is not great. Cutting weight's not great. So stacking those on each other is not great. I kind of took a longer look at everything that's kind of going on, and I was, I didn't want to give up. I've been training a long time for this meet. Probably about 4 months, but longer than that if you think about what I was kind of doing last year, and it would be very upsetting and a huge letdown personally for me to just pull out of the meet. And I do have a bunch of friends kind of pulling up and showing up, so if I pulled out, that would just not be a great look overall. I resigned myself to saying if I miss weight, then I probably won't lift because it's probably not going to be super healthy for me. But if I do make weight, then I do want to lift because I think I still legitimately have a chance to qualify for the American Open Finals. All I need is a 240 total, which is for sure heavy. My best total ever is 245, and that was not with that was with no weight cut and with no sickness. But I think I'm capable of doing 240 at weight. So that's where I am now. Today was just one of those days where it was like, if I can move around, it would be probably better for me to move around today just a little bit so that I don't feel like I'm going into tomorrow with no training for the last 4 days. So today's goal was just to hit some light numbers: 60 snatch, 90 clean and jerk. I didn't know how many I was gonna do. I ended up doing five with about 1.5 to 2 minutes, 1.5 to 2.5 minutes, I guess, rest in between each of those snatches, and then probably closer to 3 minutes in between each of my clean and jerks. So five is a lot. I probably should have done less. About halfway through my clean and jerks, I was like, "Uh-oh, this might have been too much." But it is what it is, and I was already there, so I wanted to just do all of them to the best of my ability. And then after that, I moved into some back squats, and similar thing. It's like, okay, I probably should do less than I originally would expect of myself. So I ended up squatting 120 for three. For 2 sets of three rather than 3 sets of three. They were not hard, but they I kind of felt a little bit of achiness in my body, like all over the place. And kind of similar thing with the cleans was happening. As far as technical stuff, I was trying my best to move my elbows quickly. You'll see some of them towards the end. I think fourth and fifth one are a little bit better. But I was trying to move my elbows a lot quicker than I was doing on Monday, so that my catch position occurs significantly earlier than the bottom of the snatch, or the clean, pardon me. Similar thing for the snatch. I was trying to keep my long arms, or arms long, and then pull under the bar. And then, I mean, it felt really good, but it is only 60. It's like not even 60% of my best. So kind of take that with a grain of salt and just be happy that I'm able to move around today. I urgently talked to Steve about kind of going in last night to lift a little bit. So there's that thing that I was talking about, my quicker elbows. But I talked to Steve about going in a little bit last night to move around, and he was saying that the my ability to perform on the Saturday lifts, despite of how hard I've been lifting on Friday, is indicative of me being okay for the Saturday lift. So last week, if you recall, I snatched 100 and clean and jerked 130 for three singles each, and then the Saturday, the day after that, I ended up deadlifting 200 for the first time ever, and kind of benching 275 for the first time ever. And so, with those two things in mind, in addition to me having to work the Friday night and having to wake up early on the Saturday and still be able to perform well in those strength movements, is indicative of me being able to lift well on Saturday, given the circumstances. Um, and at this point, I think it's all in my head. I do feel like I'm strong enough to do all of these things. It, I think for me, it's something that I just have to kind of deal with, figuring out how I'm going to be feeling tomorrow. Just wrestling with the idea of that, like I might not feel super great, and that is okay. I just need to be good in those, 6 minutes on the platform for my snatches and then for my clean and jerks, and hopefully I'll be able to qualify. Who knows? Um, I Yeah, that's it for today. I will make a video about tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.